Thank you for joining us today to learn a little bit more about our illegal dumping inventory that we're going to be completing with all Clean and Green groups this fall. You all know me. I'm Melissa Hertline, the Associate Director of Planning and Community Programs here at the Genesee County Land Bank.
I'm Jessica Salter, and I am the current AmeriCorps member at the Genesee County Land Bank, and I've been working on this project all year, and I'm excited to be here.
So today we're going to be talking about our illegal dumping workshop to learn more about how to complete the illegal dumping inventory. This is a partnership with the Genesee County Land Bank and Michigan Youth Violence Prevention Center. First and foremost, nobody deserves to live next to trash. This is something that Clean and Green groups have continually come to us and have told us illegal dumping is one of the biggest challenges facing groups. And we really aim to do something about it. Our collaboration is to study and test a series of prevention methods to deter illegal dumping. And this is the first of its kind in the nation. So it's really a collaboration between Clean and Green community groups, the Genesee County Land Bank property maintenance crews, the Michigan Youth Violence Prevention Center based out of the University of Michigan, which is funded through the CDC, and then the AmeriCorps Flint Urban Safety Health Corps. Through the project, we have been able to install many interventions across the city, and we've been scaling up each year. We started with just 10 installs back in 2021, and we added 30 more in 2023. And then by the end of this year, we'll have 40 additional installs, and next year we'll have 40 more. So by the end of this project, we're estimating 400 to 500 parcels will be cleaned and cleared and installed with dumping prevention methods on site. And it's really a multi-step collaboration, 5 steps. So it's Clean and Green teams identify dumping sites across the city using the illegal dumping inventory. The Michigan Youth Violence Prevention Center then takes that data from Clean and Green groups and randomizes it into the study sites that will receive interventions as well as those that are controls. Those that have been determined to receive an intervention, the land bank crews will clear the lot of any dumping and debris, and then following the land bank crews will install preventative measures on those sites, including signage, trail cameras, motion sensor lights, and boulders. Clean and Green groups following the install will maintain those lots as usual and hopefully won't have to have any illegal dumping occur on those sites any longer. So the ultimate goal of the inventory is really to identify those dumping sites and find out where dumping is happening across land bank vacant lots in your group service area. And this really flows into the planning and prevention step. And this helps to better prevent illegal dumping and plan for the next year's installations. So we go through and collect the important data about the trash on site, any non-structural blight on site, and then take a photo of the property. Groups will receive a bonus stipend if they are to participate in the illegal dumping inventory, and groups will be awarded $2 per property surveyed. Stipends will vary by group, and this is really based on the size of your group. A lot of groups have variation of number of land bank properties in their area based on the size of their area and the amount of vacancy. So it's really very group specific stipend. And the survey itself only takes about 1 to 3 minutes to complete each property. And we also will preload all of the properties that need to be inventoried into your group's boundaries to make it a little bit easier to pinpoint those. And then the stipends directly connect to those properties inventoried. Inventorying is really a quick, easy 4-step process. So first, visit a highlighted property, then click on the property in the app, complete that 1 to 3 minute survey about the trash, and then take a photo. Quick, easy, breezy. So the timeline for completion for this is going to really depend on your group boundaries and the number of land bank lots in your area. For some groups, it may be less than 50 properties and only take a couple hours of surveying. For groups with 200 plus properties, maybe this is a weekend, but a few days worth of surveying. And groups that finish their areas early are eligible to survey an additional area for groups that have opted out of the inventory. We know that not all groups can participate or are willing to participate, so we do allow groups that are completed early to receive those areas and inventory those for an additional stipend. So learning a little bit more about how to access the survey and complete the inventory, I'm going to pass this along to Jessica.
So accessing the survey and doing the survey is very easy. You open the Flint property portal, click the surveys icon at the bottom of the app, click the refresh icon at the top right corner of the survey list, and select the illegal dumping inventory from the list. So completing the survey is just like your mowing maintenance, but it will have different questions and different properties. We've highlighted the properties to make it easier. Zoom to your group's area and use your paper group mowing maps for reference if you need. To begin, start with using the Locate Me. Click the Locate Me Zoom tool in the bottom right corner, and a blue dot will appear as your location. Be sure to confirm you are checking that you are on the right side of the street. So selecting the properties, once you're zoomed into your group's area, you should see highlighted properties. Tap on a purple property and then tap the blue survey icon to begin. Properties that with completed surveys will turn gray, so you won't need to redo them. So here's the survey. Here's how it will look and the questions that will be asked. The first question will drive the remainder of the questions. If there is no trash, you just skip to the end of the survey and you're done. You just have to take a picture, complete it. If there is trash, you will see additional questions to clarify. And again, this will take you about 1 to 3 minutes. So beginning with the trash on the lot, yes, no, no, but there is dumping. As soon as we see it, we remove it. That is good for us to know if it is still an active illegal dumping site. What type of trash is the next question. Let us know what types of trash is visible on the lot. Anything from contractor waste to furniture to tires to household waste such as kitchen trash bags, waste, garbage. Then tell us how much trash there is. Estimate based with anything on less than a sandwich bag up to more than a full-size dumpster. And again, these answers help us with planning and preparing, identifying the severity of the dumping, determining the intervention locations, and highlighting patterns in dumping. Then tell us how long it's been there. When you're looking at the trash, try to determine if it's been there for less or more than 1 month. And it's usually pretty easy to tell. You can see signs of weathering, deterioration, water damage, mold or mildew, and discoloration. If you know that the site has an ongoing dumping problem and would benefit from a prevention installation, please let us know. Reporting other issues. This would be other issues that your team can't handle, such as cars parked on the lot, dangerous trees, etc. Then you're done. Just take a picture. You need to take at least 1 landscape photo. Additional photos can be added and are great, super helpful, but it will not let you finish the survey without taking a photo. So please make sure to take a nice wide landscape photo of the property. Then you just hit submit. The parcel will lighten in color after it's surveyed, and you're all done. Then if you want to review your saved and submitted surveys, go down to the Post tab. Things to know. Only survey highlighted properties in your Clean and Green Groups area. If your group finishes early, please let us know about the possibility of being assigned extra areas. Do not survey areas that have not been assigned to your group. To make the most of your time, divide responsibilities between a driver and a surveyor so that someone can get to the property and someone can do the survey. Quick and easy. Split your group's area among several team members and devices. It will be helpful to have multiple phones as part of this organization. Teamwork and resourcefulness are your best friends. Regularly tap the refresh survey on the survey list to confirm they are being submitted, and make sure the parcel colors are changing throughout your area after you submit a survey. It's an important step if your group splits the area amongst group members and your sections. And I'll pass it back to Melissa.
Thank you, Jessica, for sharing how to complete the survey. So really, the question is, why is this so important? Why are we trying to be so data oriented and collect information on these properties? It's really to build out our intervention project further and expand. So the Center for Disease Control, the CDC, funded this project to expand interventions for a full 3 years. And we have one more year left in our study. So one more opportunity to nominate sites for interventions that may help to deter dumping long term. And following this final year, the Youth Violence Prevention Center will study the long-term effects that the installations have had at that site and neighborhood-wide, and seeing, what kind of effects does preventing illegal dumping have within the neighborhood, whether that's looking at just dumping activity reducing, is crime reducing at the block level, and what about violent crime in specific? Is that lowering because of the effects of reducing illegal dumping? Because we know oftentimes illegal dumping goes hand in hand. So we will be comparing our intervention sites that are clean and green maintained versus intervention sites that only land bank crews maintain versus sites that are maintenance only. And this will help us to really determine, are these interventions working? Are they preventing dumping? And we can see and feel the difference, but with that data is what really helps us to fund and drive additional work in this realm of illegal dumping, not only in Flint, but nationally as well. So please get out there, enjoy surveying. We've got an October 14th deadline, and we really want to try to start this early. We've got fall just around the corner, and the fallen tree leaves can make it difficult to see the debris sometimes. So as soon as your group can start, feel free to get going on that inspection process. We will have a form that will need to be completed for your group to opt in to the inventory or opt out. And this helps us to plan forward and what groups are going to be participating and which groups may have other groups take care of the properties in their area for the inventory itself. So please, take that time today and sign up for the inventory and complete by October 14th. And we thank you for your valuable contributions in trying to prevent dumping citywide. Thank you again today to spend time with us to learn a little bit more about the illegal dumping inventory. You have no idea how valuable this is to the community at large in trying to do something about the dumping. We have been seeing some positive effects within the installation sites, and we're seeing very little to no dumping on sites that have been installed. So please take the time to nominate sites in your area and be really strategic. Which ones are going to be the biggest tackling sites that are going to have the largest impact in your neighborhood. We look forward to hearing more from you, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.